unlock the door so I can get your driver's license.
I do not consent to a search.
I'm not going to search your vehicle. Don't touch the rifle. Your right to bear arms and your freedom from illegal search and seizure does not overshadow my right to be able to do my job without you handling firearms in my possession. You're so concerned about your freedoms and your rights, you are free to leave. Please get in your vehicle and go.
Me exercising my rights offending you?
I strongly advise you to not manipulate a weapon, don't touch anything until you're far away from me.
Welcome back to the LackLuster channel. Today's story was submitted by a viewer named Eric after being pulled over in Alabama by officers of the Mountain Brook Police Department.
223 traffic stop.
Eric had just purchased his car and had not received the license plates.
Jeep Cherokee with a driver's way drive-out tag.
He was traveling on a large highway, so he turned his flashers on, reduced his speed, and pulled over at the next safe exit.
They got their flashers on, speed 40 miles an hour. I'll give you an ending location here in just a second.
2318.
Here we go. 223 pulling into Mountain Brook Community Church. White Jeep Cherokee, occupied twice.
Eric was lawfully transporting firearms in his vehicle, one of which, an unloaded AR-15, was in plain view in the back seat, on top of a few other bags.
Hey man, how's it going?
Good, how about you?
Good, Officer Amer, Mountain Brook Police Department. The reason for the stop is I saw the drive-out tag. It's on
Drive-out tag?
the drive-out tag from driver's way. Right. Well, it's commonly referred to as a drive-out tag in law enforcement. It's what they put on the vehicle in order to drive it out of the dealership before you get your permanent tag. May I see your driver's license and your bill of sale in this vehicle, please? Yeah, do me a favor, don't reach for the rifle. If you've got your driver's license near the rifle, don't touch the rifle. I just told you, please don't mess with the rifle. Where's your driver's license?
In the bag underneath the rifle.
Okay, keep your hands on the steering wheel. Unlock the vehicle.
I do not consent to a search.
I'm not searching, I'm gonna get your driver's license. You can step out of the vehicle if you like. I'm just gonna get your driver's license for you.
I'll get out so you can watch my hands grab the bag. I do not consent to a search.
All you have to do is unlock the door so I can get your driver's license, and I will hand you what?
I do not consent to a search.
I'm not gonna search your vehicle.
Law enforcement cannot conduct a search or seize your property without probable cause or consent, and the presence of a firearm does not constitute probable cause for a search. Officers rarely feel that a citizen knows more about these legal concepts than they do, which is why Attorney Shield is outstanding for incidents like this. In a recent encounter, officers insisted that they could perform a sweep of a person's home without his consent or warrant, despite the homeowner telling the officer that it would be an egregious violation of his Fourth Amendment rights.
We're not searching anything on this property without a warrant.
What we're going to do, though, in the meantime, because there's a firearm involved, is that we're going to do a protective sweep of the residence. We can do that without a warrant. We're going to make sure there's nobody in there with a loaded gun waiting to shoot us out the windows. Okay?
There isn't.
Well, I can't take your word for it.
And you can't search that. You're not searching the house.
That officer could not understand that sweeping the home is just a polite way to say search the home, but it wasn't until our attorney told the officer the exact same thing the citizen had told him, that he wasn't allowed to enter the home, that the officer finally backed down.
I told them they cannot enter the house without a warrant.
Well, there's a difference between entering the house and doing a protective sweep to make sure there's not somebody in there pointing a gun at me right now.
You understand that he doesn't have to give you permission to enter his home unless you have a warrant.
Correct. For searching it. The protective sweep, I believe there's plenty of case law saying that we can make sure there's nobody armed and dangerous in there waiting to hurt us. Again, not to search the house, but to enter for a protective sweep.
It is his private property, so unless you have a search warrant, you don't have a right to enter his home.
Okay, we'll apply for a search warrant, and as long as these people all stay out here, maybe we don't need to do a protective sweep and we'll just apply for the search warrant. So
In the same manner, this officer does not understand that entering a vehicle, moving weapons and bags around to dig through them without consent is not only a search, but would be performed in violation of Eric's Fourth Amendment protections.
I don't consent to a search.
Okay. Go ahead and take your seatbelt off. Step out of the vehicle.
I'm going to secure my property.
You're going to secure what?
My property. My Jeep.
Okay. If you don't comply with the traffic stop, I'm going to end up towing the Jeep.
I'm trying to comply.
Okay, then exit the vehicle, right?
I'm going to roll up the window.
I will take care of that. I need you to comply with what I'm saying.
I'm exiting the vehicle.
Give me the keys. Give me the keys. Step to the rear of the vehicle. Step to the rear of the vehicle. How much have you had to drink tonight?
I do not drink.
You don't drink?
I do not drink.
Okay. Because you're not following instructions.
I'm exercising my rights.
What right is that?
Fourth Amendment.
Fourth Amendment, but I didn't ask you to search your vehicle.
You wanted to get into my vehicle.
No, I was going to retrieve your driver's license because you were manipulating an AR-15 in the back seat during a traffic stop with law enforcement. What is it that you don't understand about don't touch the rifle?
I was in the process of getting it out of the way while you were saying that.
Okay. You haven't been drinking tonight.
I do not drink.
Okay. Do you take medication?
I do not take medication.
Okay. Stay here with my partner.
I do not.
I'm not searching your vehicle. Where's your driver's license?
In my bag.
Then I'm going to retrieve your driver's license. Your driver's license. Is there something in and around your driver's license that you don't want me to see?
Cash.
I'm not worried about that. Anything illegal? Then what is the concern for you not wanting me to search your vehicle?
You are a police officer.
Yes.
I do not like that.
Okay. Everybody has the right to their own opinion.
Exercise my rights.
You're going to exercise your right.
Correct.
Okay. I'm not trying to search your vehicle. I'm trying to identify you. No, I'm trying to identify you.
I have the right to privacy.
Yes, you do.
What law did I break?
I'm verifying that this vehicle has not been purchased greater than 20 days. According to Alabama state law, from the time you purchase this vehicle, you have 20 days to tag it, right?
30 days?
No, it's 20.
Sir, also not to mention, a vehicle that's operating on Alabama roadways has to have a Department of Revenue tag affixed to the back.
I just bought it.
That's what we're trying to determine, but you're not allowing me to do my job.
I was trying to get my driver's license and the bill of sale and the title.
Which is underneath a rifle.
Is a rifle illegal to have?
No, but we don't know what you're trying to do with it. That's our thing.
I'm trying to go out, try to do my business.
And we're conducting ours. We had probable cause to stop you. On a probable cause stop, you have to identify yourself. And that's what we're trying to determine while keeping you safe, and keeping us safe.
Where's your bill of sale?
In my bag.
Okay, so underneath the rifle.
Correct.
Okay, so how am I going to determine whether or not that you're breaking the law or not if you can't prove to me by showing me the bill of sale that you've had the vehicle less than 20
I can retrieve it from my property. I do not consent.
Okay, so
Go there, Tim.
this is what's going to happen. You're not going to your bag that's sitting on top of a rifle or that's sitting beneath a rifle. You're not going to do it, not in my presence. So one of two things happens. Either you understand that I'm going to get your driver's license solely for the purposes of identifying you and this vehicle, or I still go in your vehicle, I grab the rifle, I hold it while you secure your identification and your bill of sale, and then I put the rifle back in your car because you are not what we call a compliant violator. You've been agitated from the start. There's absolutely no way in hell that I'm going to allow you to touch a rifle. And until I what?
Even though it's a Second Amendment right, it's
Regardless of the Second Amendment and
regardless of the Second Amendment.
Are you going to let me finish?
Go for it.
Okay, so your right to bear arms, okay, and your freedom from illegal search and seizure does not overshadow my right to be able to do my job without you handling firearms in my possession.
That's incorrect.
No.
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 You were incorrect.
Oh, okay.
I do not consent.
Okay. Stay right there.
You're going to arrest me because I did not.
I'm not arresting you. I'm making sure you can't go for that gun.
Have I shown any aggression towards you?
Non-compliant.
Non-compliance with
Do me a favor, man. Put your hands up on the back windshield, though.
You're going to arrest me because I do not consent.
I'm not arresting you. I'm making sure you can't go for that gun on your back head while he's in there.
Have I shown any aggression towards you whatsoever?
You're non-compliant right now, man.
Is non-compliance illegal?
I'm not saying it's
Where
legal.
is your license in the bag?
In my wallet.
Where's your wallet?
In that bag.
Okay, where in the bag? It's a big bag. Where is it?
It's not a big bag.
Is this the bag?
No.
Is this the bag?
That's the bag.
Retrieve your wallet. I mean your identification. Where's the bill of sale for the vehicle?
In my bag.
Same bag.
Same bag.
There's no paperwork in this bag.
There's paperwork in there. Along with cash and gold and silver.
Well, sir, we have body cameras recording as well.
Fortunately, the officer's body cams and dash cams show Officer Amer searching through Eric's bags and flying down the highway prior to seeing Eric's vehicle, with one officer going 93 miles per hour in a 55 mile per hour zone just to respond as backup. And today, nearly 40 miles over the posted speed limit appears to be a felony in Alabama.
There's no paperwork in this bag. You could have been gone like 10 minutes ago. Stay right there.
I'll need your names and your badge numbers.
I'll give you a business card when I'm done. Don't go back inside the vehicle.
For the next 5 minutes, Eric and Officer Holt wait in silence, while Officer Amer runs Eric's license.
He's, so I lit him back past Pump House, and he turned on his flashers, stayed in the number 3 lane, like he wasn't gonna stop. Okay. And then when he did stop, he snatched the vehicle over and started this whole "I don't consent to a search" thing.
Oh, okay.
And I said, "I just need to see your driver's license." He reaches in the back, and I shine my light in the back seat, and there's a rifle.
Okay.
There's an AR across the back. And I said, "Don't touch the rifle." And he reaches up, and then he grabs the butt of it and raises the rifle up. And I step back. I said, "Don't touch it." 23.
Officer Embry now approaches Eric.
Where do y'all get them shoes at? I need me some comfortable shoes. Oh, we're not talking? Oh, okay.
Officer Embry now looks around the vehicle and returns to Officer Amer.
He's got bald tires on his car, too, if you want to write that ticket. That's just me.
Now returning to Eric once again, Officer Embry notices his concealed handgun.
Put your hands on your head for me. Put your hands on your head for me. Turn around, face the car.
Am I arrested?
No, just keep your hands on the car.
We're aware of the gun.
Violation of the Second Amendment now, huh?
No. I'd just feel better if it was off of him.
Your firearm will be returned to you at the completion of the stop.
And don't worry, there'll be a formal complaint.
That's fine. You know our number.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
You enjoy violating people's rights?
How was I violating your right?
You ever heard the Second Amendment?
I'm sorry?
Have you ever heard of the Second Amendment?
I have. How was that violating your Second Amendment?
Do I have my firearm right now?
You do not. But it'll...
Where do you keep the insurance for your Jeep?
On my phone.
Say again?
I have a policy with Geico.
Right.
It's a 10-year policy.
Do you have it on your phone or
It's in my phone.
where's your phone?
In the Jeep.
Would you like me to get it for you?
I would not.
Okay. You're going to receive a citation for failure to provide good insurance.
That's easy to get out of.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Second Amendment? How was I violating your Second Amendment? Because it's going to be returned to you. I'm not taking your firearm for good.
Does the Second Amendment say anything about length of time?
Does it say I can't take it and then give it back to you for officer safety? What if you were to reach for that and we thought you were reaching for your gun?
Reaching for that and reaching for my gun?
What if you were just putting your hands in your pockets and I thought you were reaching for your gun?
Have I been aggressive in any way?
Yeah, I tried talking to you about the comfortable shoes you had on. You just blatantly ignored me.
Because I don't like cops, so you're violating my rights?
How am I violating your right, man?
Taking someone's firearm.
You will get it back. Like I said, if you want to make a formal...
Excuse.
If you want
It's
to...
still a violation.
Okay. Well, you know the number to call to make a formal complaint.
No, my lawyer will.
Okay, that's fine, buddy.
Though many view the seizure of a lawfully carried pistol a violation of the Second Amendment, the courts have ruled that officers can temporarily seize a weapon for the duration of a traffic stop and must return the firearm to you at the conclusion of the stop. However, after seizing the firearm, Officer Amer can be seen printing the citations for Eric, indicating that the stop should be complete. But instead, he needlessly extends the length of the stop to run the weapon's serial number.
223. Run a pistol for me, please.
While the courts may view the seizure of a firearm during a traffic stop lawful for the purposes of officer safety, without reasonable suspicion or probable cause to run the serial number, this would be considered an unreasonable search. And after again violating Eric's right to privacy, Officer Amer returns to Eric.
Here's your driver's license. I know it shouldn't have to be said, but don't touch that firearm until you're far away from me. We're clear? Appreciate you standing out here with a firearm on your hip and keeping that to yourself. You're receiving 2 citations today. One for no insurance because you failed to provide it for me, even though I asked you where it was. And the bill of sale that you have here has no date on it. If it doesn't have a date on it, then it's not worth the paper that it's written on. This orange sheet of paper is the fine schedule. Along with it is the directions on how to pay the fines. All right? Getting issued the citations doesn't mean you're guilty of the infraction. It means you're either going to pay the fine or you're going to show up in court and tell the judge why you got the citations or why you feel like you don't need to. You've been given a court date of July 10th, 3 o'clock. Here's all the stuff that you gave me and your 2 citations. Your keys are on the seat. You're free to go. What are you looking for?
I'm missing a bullet.
You're missing a bullet.
I'm missing a bullet.
The bullet that was in the chamber was put in the magazine. It was put back in the magazine. And in that bag where the bill of sale and everything was, there were loose rounds in the bottom of it.
There's one.
We haven't kept a bullet.
The magazine.
Do what?
I'm gonna grab the magazine.
I'll tell you what, listen, I strongly advise you to not manipulate a weapon. Don't touch anything until you're far away from me, okay? Nobody has taken a round from you. Nobody's taken a single bullet from you. You're gonna make this a lot worse than it has to be. Please go ahead and get back in your vehicle. You're free to leave, okay? You're so concerned about your freedoms and your rights. You are free to leave. Please get in your vehicle and go.
Me exercising my rights offending you?
No, no. See, you're being confrontational, and all you need to understand is you've made this a lot worse than it had to be. Okay? Again, my name's Officer Amer, Mountain Brook Police Department. My name and my employee number is at the bottom of the citation. If you want to complain to the Chief of Police, he'll be there Monday morning. Please feel free. But as far as right now goes, please get back in your vehicle.
What's their names?
This was my traffic stop. They've got nothing to do with it.
One took my gun. So
And-
yes, I will be involved. What is his name?
Officer Amer. 333. Yes. 333 is the badge number.
The guy that took my gun?
Please get back in the vehicle.
I thought I was free to go.
You are.
I'm free to
And you're on private property. And I'm telling you, you have to vacate. You're on private property now. You have to vacate.
Okay, try and play that. Okay.
I'm hiding behind you. I ain't getting shot.
So, you know how the gun got missed?
Holt said you were aware of it.
Yeah. No, I didn't see it. No, I didn't see it. So I said, go ahead and step out. And from here, he stepped out like this. And I said, step to the rear of the vehicle. He went just like this. And his shirt wasn't covering it. He stepped straight to the rear, and he stopped right here. I said, no, step to the rear with my partner. And he stepped back. I never saw from here back. So, fucking awesome. Awesome.
After this incident, Eric emailed the city manager and attorney and was told, quote, "The video has been reviewed and the city's position is that the traffic stop and events which followed it were constitutional, reasonable, and in alignment with appropriate procedure and protocol. Eric has since spoke with an attorney and plans to pursue civil action." So, what do you think about this encounter? How does the double standard make you feel? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you like this video, check out another episode, linked on screen.